All right, you all, I'm going to do the app review for Strava, which is the app that Coach Petrie and I talked about in our cycling video this week. So let's get into it. When you first hit it, it brought me to my profile. You'll probably have to sign up and make a profile, but it is free. And you can put as little or as much information that you want. So you don't even have to use your full name. You can see here that it automatically gives you different activities that you can track. I mostly use it for running. I've not ran this week, but you can go down here and it has saved all of my activities that I've done so far this year. And if we go in here, you can kind of see the different activities that it has tracked. Like I said, I use it for running, so all of mine are running, except for this one bike ride that I did this summer. That was tracked, and that is right here. And you can see that, I ran super early, or I went on the bike ride super early in the morning, but you can see the distance that I rode. You can see how long I was riding the bike, my average speed, and I actually went with Coach Petrie that day. And then you can even go into analysis, and it will break stuff down a little bit more for you. Not really necessary, but very cool if you wanted to keep track. If you were entering some type of bike race, or if you're running and you're entering a 5K or some type of race where you wanted to keep track of your speed and your time to do better. And then I do want to point out right here, there is a Garmin Forerunner 945. That is actually the watch that Coach Petrie wears anytime he runs or he takes his girls out for a bike ride, or he goes on a bike ride himself. And what's really cool about that is this app can connect to any activity tracker that you wear. And then if you don't want to take your cell phone, you could just sync your watch or activity tracker to the app, and it will download everything for you. Some other really cool features is that it is somewhat of a social media platform, so you can follow other people, have other people follow you. Great for accountability, or if you just want to see new places that people are riding or running, or physically active. So you can see, actually this is Mr. Glibbery, who's an 8th grade teacher. He's been posting some hikes that he's done out in Arizona. I have a brother who lives in Colorado, so we get to see all of his cool pictures. So it's really cool because it allows you to connect with other people and kind of see what they're doing as well. And then it has some challenges. So if you wanted to join a challenge where maybe you want to compete with other people in the different activities, it has a clubs where you can join clubs and kind of build connections that way. Or if you don't want to do any of that, you can just record your own activity. So I went to record, and then I have mine defaulted on run because that's what I do. But you can choose from any of these activities to track. So there's kayaking, rock climbing. Obviously, we're not going to do a whole lot of skiing around Louisville, but if you went up to Indiana, swimming, they even have stuff for wheelchair. It's a really cool app. It's very versatile. So many different people can use it. And if you want to track, you would just hit start, and then it simply starts a time, keeps track of your average pace and your distance. And then you would just save. You can kind of reflect on how that activity feels. And then you can even choose who sees the activity. So I could put only followers, or if it's something that I don't want anyone else to see, I could put only you. And it could just be a personal thing for me rather than a social networking. So I'm going to discard that. But it's a really good app. It is nice because it gives you different activities. So you don't just have a run or a bike or a walk to choose from. It keeps track of all different physical activities. Really good for biking, really good for running, walking, hiking, all those different things that we have talked about in our class so far. Check it out. It is called Strava, and it's really useful.